And now we move on to our second leading story. Uganda's army says it launched attacks on a shadow rebel group in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, on Friday, where the militants killed 14 UN peacekeepers earlier this month. The army said in a statement that shared intelligence between Uganda and the DRC confirmed that the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF terrorists, which recently carried out the attacks on the UN peacekeepers, were planning to conduct hostile activities against Uganda. The ADF, a Ugandan rebel group dominated by hardline Muslims operating in the DRC, according to the UN, was behind the attack that left 14 Tanzanian UN peacekeepers dead 2 weeks ago.
En effet, Jerry, et les ADF
The ADF is also suspected of being the perpetrators of a series of killings in Beni territory since October 2014 and being responsible for the death of more than 700 civilians in the region and the surroundings in North Kivu. Created to defend the rights of Muslims, the ADF has been progressively pushed westward by the Ugandan army until settling in DRC. The Ugandan authorities, then the DRC, attempted to link the ADF to the Jihadi International, but no expert working in the DRC was able to establish such a link.
Well, we are now being joined over the phone by Brigadier General Brigadier Richard Karimire, the UPDF spokesperson. Good morning, Brigadier General Karimire. Apologies for pronouncing your name wrongly there. And thank you for joining us on the program. What triggered Friday's UPDF attack, bearing in mind that the ADF had been a menace for a long time to both the DRC and Uganda?
Thank you very much. As you may be aware, the Allied Democratic Front terrorists have been building up in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, having recruited, trained, and carried out radicalization, even of women and children. They, in the recent past, massacred innocent civilians, attacked military positions of FADC, and killed United Nations peacekeepers, with the recent ones being of the Tanzania contingent serving under MONUSCO.
Ugandan critics, including the leader of the opposition, are saying that the army, the UPDF, needed parliamentary approval before entering the DRC. Do you need parliamentary approval before going to to carry out attacks in the DRC?
Let those critics read the Uganda People's Defense Forces Act of 2005 regarding deployment of troops outside Uganda. And in any case, there is no UPDF troop at the moment that is on the DRC's territory.
It's been 15 years since the ADF were driven out of Uganda, and now that threats are more imminent, how far is your army willing to go to fight the terrorists?
Our commitment to fight terrorists is total. That's why we've over time fought the Lord Resistance Army, and even now we are also participating in the war against terrorism in Somalia under AMISOM. We have been working very closely with the region under the auspices of the International Conference on West Lakes region, particularly to eliminate the Allied Democratic Front. That is why we have embraced the joint follow-up mechanism set up now headquartered in Kasese. Uganda, we have officers there in place. We are the first ones, and we are very committed. Our commitment, therefore, to elimination of ADF is total.
Maybe, let us now talk about the civilians, people who are already fleeing the areas in the eastern DRC where you carried out the raid. Is there a plan for civilians?
It requires a effort. The intention is good. We'll continue talking to our civilian population, and reassuring them that us as UPDF, we are there to protect them against this terrorist menace.
Ugandan People's Democratic Defense Force, UPDF spokesperson Brigadier Richard Karemire. I'd like to thank you very much for speaking with us this morning.